back to our YouTube channel, and for today's video, we are going to explain yet another science concept, and that is none other than mirage. So before we discuss how does mirage occurs, it is important for you to understand first what mirage is.
A mirage is a natural occurring optical phenomenon in which light rays bend to produce a displaced image or distant object over the sky. It is formed due to the phenomenon called total internal reflection, as well as the result of refraction.
A special case of pertaining to light is called Fermat's principles, which was discovered by Pierre de Fermat, which states that light travels between two given points along the path of shortest time. It is a way to explain reflection and refraction as the consequence of one single principle.
Before we explain how mirage occurs, there are two things you must first remember. The first one is that as started in the laws of physics, light takes the path of least of time, not least of distance. The second one is that brain tends to presume that light travel in a straight line.
When the light from the sun reflects on an object on the human eyes, one would expect the light to travel in a straight line, and when this happens, you would see the object in the right position.
However, when the index of refraction, the one which determines the speed at which light propagates through different mediums of an air, varies greatly in the area between the human eyes and the objectives being reflected, the light will travel through a region of lower index of refraction.
So a great example for mirage would be when someone is stuck on a desert. So let's say, for example, a man traveling in a desert sees a pond and a tree. And during thirst and hunger, the man then ran towards it, but as he moves forward, the pond and tree disappears from his location and reappears farther. So the question would be with this one is that, why does this happen? Now, one would think that the man is hallucinating, or it is just because of hallucination, but actually it is because of an illusion produced by the mirage.
To understand this phenomenon, it is important to first understand why light is refracted in the air. Different layers of air at different temperature have different refractive indexes. In simple words, the closer the air to the ground, the warmer it gets, causing its refractive index to be more smaller and keeps on cooling as it moves upwards.
On the other hand, it is also important to know that mirage happens when the ground is very warm or hot and the air is cool. So the hot ground warms a layer of air just above the ground, so when the light moves from the cold air into the layer of hot air, it is refracted or bent. So our brain doesn't see the image of refracted light from the sky, and instead, our brain thinks that light must have come from something on the ground.
So the reasons behind our examples a while ago is that when there are different layers of air with different temperature formed, when the sunlight enters all these layers, the light bends above the surface as it reaches your eyes, giving you the impression that there is a really pond and tree on where you see it, when it is actually way farther than where you think it is.
That is it for today's video. We hope that you learned about mirage and how it occurs. If you like this video, don't forget to give like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll be informed every time we post another video. See you soon. Bye-bye!